Ton Rabbanon. Poseach v'roeh. You open, you see where the Kriya is going to be. Lamed Beis. The Korei. Divrei Reb Meir. Right? Except Poseach v'roeh, goel, and then you close it. Umevorech v'chozu poseach, v'korei divrei Reb Meir. So when you say the bracha, the Sefer Torah is closed. Right? Rabbi Yehuda Omer Poseach v'roeh umevorech v'korei. You don't close it. You open it up, you see where it is. You know, the halacha is, and this is brought la halacha, that let's say the Balkori shows the person the wrong place where he's going to read. Right? And the person says the bracha, thinking it's from a certain amud, and it's not, it's the next amud, or the next amud. So the halacha is, let's say a person has in mind to say a bird creates on one apple, then the apple drops. And but you had in mind to eat a second apple, after the first apple. The halacha is you have to say no, the bird creates. Even though, because initially the bracha had to be chal on the first apple, and then we talk about a second apple. But since initially you wanted the bracha to be chal on the first apple, so therefore it's brought la halacha. As long if the three amudim are open before you, if they're open before you, so that the mind is on all three. But let's say when you open it, it's not even exposed. It's somewhere else. It's off. Let's say the three. Let's say it's open, three. And it's, let's say it's too beyond, and it's not within his eyesight, he has to say another Birchas Torah on the bracha. Okay? So first you have to be roel. Even Rabbi Meir says you have to be roel, v'golel, v'mavorich. Rabbi Yehuda says no, you open it and you say the bracha while it's open. My time to Rabbi Meir, kedula, the Amaruda, ne'ma omru hakore b'torah lo yesayeh ol beturguman. The one who's correct, why doesn't he assist the beturguman in the targum? Kedei shelo yomru Targum, Koseb Torah. They'll say that the Targum is written in the Torah itself. They'll say that the brachas no, so that's the question. Even if you look away, Reb Meir says, yeah, we don't make a differentiation. Play it safe, close it. Nobody should even consider that the bracha is written in the Torah. Reb Yehuda, Targum equal lemiti. Brachas like lemiti. Whoever heard Targum, because we do find Targum. You find Targum. Ikar Sadusa. There is, or we had earlier, Sefer Torah could be written in Targum, whatever to certain things. But brachas definitely, what relevance does brachas have to do with the Sefer Torah? Therefore, there's no consideration that people will say, even the Amaratzim know, that the bracha is not. Somebody was, let's remember, what's his name? Marvin Tisser. So he was once married to, previous to somebody from Brazil, Sao Paulo. No, Rio de Janeiro. Whatever it is. The woman married him originally because she wanted a green card. Soon after they were married, they got divorced. So the, what's his name? The father-in-law came in for Ufruf, and he lived in Borough Park at the time. His father lived in Borough Park. So the Mechutin comes, and they give him an aliyah. The future father, that's the bracha he said in the Sefer Torah. Lahad l'gnei Shel Chanukah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You never know. So he says, the reviewer says, Lekel miti. Omer Reb Zeir, Omer Rav Mas, halacha posech v'roeh u'mevorech v'korei. The halacha is like Reb Yehuda. Someone says, Leim halacha Reb Yehuda. Mishum da'afchilu, because since it's unclear who said what, people, they invert the opinions, so therefore he states it mefurish. So Tosas himself says, over la halacha, I mean, there's no question how with Noeg. With Noeg, Lamaisa, it's better to close it. That's the different minhagim. But Tosas says you close it. However, it's okay if you look away. You know, the way people do it, you leave it open, but they look away. They don't look, when they say the bracha, they don't look towards the Sefer Torah. Even if you have your eyes closed, you should not look in the direction of the Sefer, because people could say that maybe the brachas are in the Torah. No, people, what do people know? People know. Yeah. Omer Reb Zeir, Omer Rav Masno, haluchos v'abimos. Okay, luchos. So Rashi says he doesn't know exactly what luchos are. What are luchos? Rashi says, lo yadati ma'invish b'forshen ha'asui l'svorim shalonu shein asum b'gilyon. Means something that's not made with a gilyon, so it has a cover, like a wooden cover. Remember in Yeshiva they had old svarim that came from Holland, printed in the 1500s. The cover had a metal, wooden cover, wooden cover, and had like metal things holding it in place, like a barrel. That's what it looked like. That's luchos. So the covers of Svarim, which are not written begilion, the luchos v'abimus ein b'mishum kedusha. Has no kedusha. Because it's just a protector. The bim, Rashi says, when they would build the bima for the melech after each Shemitah, for Hakel, the bima has no kedusha. Even though he puts the Sefer Torah on it, because he reads Mishnah Torah, but still has no kedusha. It's a temporary thing. We had earlier regarding Rechov. It says, the Mishnah says that the street, if you sell the street, you can buy Beis HaKnesses. The Chacham argue, we don't rule this way. So why? Somewhere says, because it's not B'kvius. Since the Rechov, it's only a time of a tzorah, they go into the street and the Mispalel. Remember we had this earlier. Therefore, since it's not B'kvius, it doesn't have any kedusha. The bima, what is it? It's a one-night thing. He goes and he reads and that's it. Right? When you go Hagbo, the seam should be in the middle. Right? Why? What's the reason? Because what happens if it goes off to the side? You tear it right in half. It's like this. There's give in the middle because there's the stitch. So over here, the what's his name? The Rishash says on this. I said Rishash. That we had earlier also, it says that when you stitch it, even by the tvar, it should not be stitched all the way to the bottom. Right? It's open a little on the bottom top. Because again, since it's not attached, so even if it goes slight, it doesn't tear. There has some room, so there's give in it. Okay? There's some leeway. Okay? V'omer Reb Shvacho, Omer Reb Yochanan. Hagol seif Torah gola mi bachutz vein gola mi bifnim. When you roll it from the outside, not from the inside. So it's not clear what this means. Well, we'll see. So Tosa brings Rabbeinu Hananel. Listen, when a person goes galila, right, by the Ashkenazim, you roll it, and when you tie what we call the chagura, the gartel, it's always facing the person. Right. Why? Because if you make it on the back, so when you open it up, what do? You have to turn the Sefer Torah on its face. It's on derech kavod. What you're going to put the Sefer Torah where the ksav is down. You always want it to be up. So therefore, as a result of that, by having it there, no, Rabbi Tosa says, Rabbeinu Chanal. This Rabbeinu Chanal says no. When you tie it, the knot should be on the front, on the side of the ksav, not on the back. Because if it's in the back, you put on the bim, you have to turn it over, open it, then you turn it back. So that's not respectful. So that's what this means. That's how Rabbeinu Chanal learns. Okay? Gol Seif Torah, Golu mi bachutz, then Gol mifnim. Kshu mahatko. No, I made a mistake. No. Hagolu Sefer Torah, but this is unclear. Rashi learns, it's unclear what this is. When you roll it, you should roll it from the outside, not from the inside. Meaning like this, when you roll it this way. No. It's all a person has a Sefer Torah in his lap. So when you roll it, you have by yourself. So if you roll it this way, right, since mi bachut, you're holding the outside. But let's say you want to get it and you roll this way. There's a chance you may lose control of the Sefer Torah. It may fall. You understand what I'm saying? If it's like this, and when you want to go, you go and you keep moving it. So when you pull on this side, the other side moves. But let's say you go like this. You start turning it this way. Oh, you're opening, you're loosening it. Once it loosens, you may actually lose it. You may lose control over the Sefer Torah. That's the first thing. So when you tighten it, mahatkum bifnim ve mahatkum b'chutz. So Rashi says, what is this if you have 10? 10 is because you only need a minion. 10, no. For Kriyas Torah, you need a minion. So Asor Shekor doesn't mean all 10. Asora mean if you have a minion, Hagodol Shebehen, he should have the schus of Glila. Right? He should be given Glila. Hagolo notel schar kulam. The golem is notel schar kulam. Really, it's a question that means even Hagbo. Because when he lifts it, he goes and rolls it. It's not the one who does the Glila. Hagolo not schar kulam. Damrim shubet levi asor shekor b'torah hagol seif Torah kibel schar kulam. It's versus schar kulam. So kedaitoch. What if he takes away the schar from all of them? Everybody who listens to Kriyas Torah, he takes that schar. Elaima kibel schar kineged kulam. The value of it is the equivalent of all what they had. The question, I don't know why. Why is it so choshuv? Why is it so choshuv? We don't say the one who opens the Sefer Torah, no to schar keneged kulam. So why the goal there when you're putting it away? Don't it?
Greatest reward is received for this service, making it the most honored part of a reading service. It is fitting that the most eminent
I know, but why? The question is why. Yeah, instead, he doesn't explain why. Unless putting the Sefer Torah back in a proper state, that's the covet. How do you know you're permitted to listen to a baskol? It's not a question of nichush. You know, you have nichush. You know, people they play with what they divine. You know, if the cat crosses your path, it's this or that. How do you know mishtamshim baskol? Shnema voznecho tishmano dov miacharecho lemor. Okay. Posuk, where is it? Here. It's Posuk in Yeshaya. Voznecho tishmano dov miacharecho lemor ze aderech lechubo ki samidu v'chisasmidu. Okay. Hani mili the shama kol gavre b'maso. If you're in a city, in town, you hear a male voice. So I don't know. Rashi says kol gavre b'maso kol she'enu motzui hu ubas kol boilov. Why is it called gavre in a motzui? Take a look, see Rashi. I don't understand that. Why in a masa in a city, a kol gavre is not motzui? Why is it motzui? Kol she'enu, but it's called gavro. Why was it called gavre in a motzui? Kol she'enu motzui bo, motzui hu. So what do we talk about? Kol gavro. Let it be whatever kol. Baskol bo elov. No, because you'll see in a moment. Vani mil shokol gavra b'maso, called itzo b'dabro, and a woman's voice in the dabro in the field. So here the Rishav says, because the Gemara says in Brochos that in the field you only found, who did you find in the field? Only a zona was in the field. A regular woman never was in the field by herself. So therefore it's an unusual. So what do you hear a voice? That clearly tells you it's a baskol. That tells you it's a baskol.
No woman.
Because there's no women in the field. So yeah, that's the difficulty. So that's the difficulty. Yeah, that's what I had difficulty here. Kol she'enu motzui hu, kol gavra b'masa kol she'enu motzui hu, baskol bo elov. Vudom hein, vudom lav. If he said something, if the baskol says something positive, it repeats itself, and it says something negative, it repeats itself. But it's only once; it means nothing. It's not a baskol. V'omer Rav Shvacha, Omer Rabbi Yochanan, kol hakori below niimo v'shona below zimro. Yeah, there's a person who reads the Torah without tamei mikro. Without tamei mikro, just reads the words. V'shona below zimro, and when he learns, he doesn't learn with a niggun, with a zimro. Kosav Omer Gamani Nosatilchem Chukim Lo Tovim. So over here, Tosas explains, Shorigil Lishnos Mishnayos. He says something terrific. If you take a look in the Rambam, in his Akdama, and he writes about Rabbi Yehuda Nossi when he wrote the Mishnah. The most classical Hebrew is the Lashon HaKodesh of the Mishnah, Rabbi Yehuda Nossi. But it's written with such a genius. He wrote it that there's a certain rhyme to it. Which allows one to commit it to memory. Certain words or phrases go one into the other. So when you review it just a little bit, you're already committed to memory. No. That's not the same. It's the way it's written. It's the way the Rambam says the way the Rambam wrote it. The terminology chose. Yes, he says also. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Why do children remember nursery rhymes? Yeah, Silverman. Silverstein. Yeah, Tanakh, the Mishnayos. Yeah. Okay. Further. Maskul Abaye v'chimishum lo yodel v'sumi kolo bishpotem lo yichyu behem karespeg elker mishash yom shnei talmid chachom hayosh mirachas ve'inochen zel v'zeh b'halocho v'kosav ome v'gam ani v'sad lem chukim lo tov mishpotem lo yichyu behem. Okay, two people, they don't get along in halacha, they can't consult with one another, it's not a good sign. Shnei Talmid Chachomim. They reject one another's. It's not we talk and I show you that I don't for the reason. They don't. Omer Parnach Omer Reb Yochanan Gemara Shabbos. Kol Ochas Sefer Torah Orum. Person holds onto the parchment of a Sefer Torah without holding it with a cloth. Nikbar Orum. He'll be buried naked. Tomorrow says Orum Shokadaitach. What? It doesn't make any sense. El Emo Nikbar Orum below mitzvos. The meaning, the mitzvahs he did during his lifetime, he's going to forfeit the mitzvahs. Tomorrow says Lo mitzvos Shokadaitach. I mean, just because he touched the klaf, that's the reason he should forfeit mitzvahs. Elam Rabbi Nikbar Orum below Oson mitzvah. The mitzvah of Kriyas Torah, or whatever. So the Tosas explains, let's say at that time, he was doing the mitzvah at the moment he touched the Sefer Torah. The mitzvah, that mitzvah that he forfeits. No, but he says even more than that. Ishmoshem mitzvahs achizo. Kosher my revusa pshita shein lo schar. Kem shlo also ha mitzvah kogen. If he's holding on to it not the way he should, it's not a poshet. What kind of schar does he has? Lekach pirush rivo belo also mitzvah also bosa sho. Shemoch Sefer Torah orum v'korabo ein lo schar min akriya. That even if you find I remember by the Iranians, they first came from Iran, they called up one of the boys for Aliyah. He actually touched the parchment. He held on to the parchment. Some of them have a cloth. You hold it with a cloth. He put his hand on the parchment, and it's Amaratzis. He doesn't understand. But again, the Kriyas Torah has no value. For him, he gets no credit for that Kriyas Torah. That's how the Rivo learns. Korbush eilo schar min akriya v'chein ochso legolo o lagio. Avol ochso b'mitpachas orach yomim b'yimino. But if he holds it with a cloth, then he's showing its respect. Or chimimino b'smol oshe v'chovod. No, when you roll it with a cloth. Good, because we have Atzichayim. That's the reason. Yeah. You're good. I understand. We're in the box. Right. Right. It's Chaim. Yeah. Right. On the outside. Even though you could be golden with the Eitz Chaim. Yeah. Yeah.
Who does not have the Eitz Chaim?
No, the Syrians, they have the box.
Yeah, the box.
We'll save it. Okay, just take 2 seconds. V'yedaber Moshe. As Modeh Hashem ul bnei Yisrael mitzvos yishu koron oson kol echad ve'echad bizmano. Right, the Mishnah says each Kriya has to be whatever that is. Pesach, we read about Pesach, Sukkot, and Shavuos, each one. Tara Moshe tiken lem liso shiyu kshol levidor sheminyanu shel yom. Hil's Pesach, Hil's Atzeres Batzeres. We'll stop. We'll leave them for the Siyum. Okay, we'll stop Moed Kotten. Mitzvah Hashem. Right. Okay. Mashkin bis hashalchin b'moed. Okay. You're permitted to water a base hashalchin. This is a field that's in the mountains because the water runs off. So rainwater is not sufficient. You're permitted to water cholamoid. Why? Because the fact is, if you don't, it's a davar ovud. It's going to be damaged. Ubishvius, and during shvius, because again, what you're not permitted to do shvius is something to enhance it. But if it's something which to protect it, it shouldn't be ruined. You're permitted even during shvius. Whether you normally you want to divert a mayin that flowed there naturally, or it actually to bring it for the first time to bring it there. But what about to transport the water? You have to lug water. It's tremendous. It's an effort. So that level of effort we don't allow you should do on Chol HaMoed. Let's see Rashi. Mashke v'shach memoed sodeshi omidus bahar v'tzorch lashkosa tomid mashke nosa afil kosel moed fi shu lo hefsid godel meina mashke osa, because it's a financial loss. Dov is a hefsid hitiru chachomim l'tzorach bo b'chol shamoed kmo shanu motzim chagigo dechsiv shishiyam tochom matzos v'yom hashvi atzeres l'shem elokecho mashvi atzur be'asis loch av shisha atzurim masis loch ima shvi atzur mikol malocha av shisha maybe on cholamoid atzurim b'chol malocha loma hashvi. There's something unique about shvi versus cholamoid. Shvi atzur b'chol malocha. We don't differentiate dover ovud, not dover ovud. Vein shisha atzurim b'chol malocha holomos rakos el chachomim. So there's a question of what this means. Is it a doraisa drabona whether malocha cholamoid? It's the Rambam and other Rishonim. He's quoting the Gemara. Elamos rakos el chachomim lo maloch ezim malocha asura b'chol shamoid ve'ezim muter mlocha sheish mo hefsid emena osa kon lahashkos beisashalchi tiru chachomim. She's more Gemara. Man sheyotz betchila da'achshav maskil and voa dayalo ziko darka. Man sheyotz betchila mayin novem is mamruba avolo mikshomim mishum deisbei tircha yisero. If you have to draw water and lug it over land, that's too much of it. Even hefsid, it's too much. That's a tircha yisero. This is like you find, even though we permit davar ovud, what about it's a ma'isa uman? It's davar ovud, it's a ma'isa uman, we don't allow it, a cholamoid. Right? Because that's it's a professional. No, so tircha mruv is the same thing. Chachom, lugging pails of water over land. So let's say you have a water truck. Let's say you have a water truck. Today you have a water truck. And you just drive the truck and could be it's a low plug. Be a low plug. Whole discussion, you have your gardener coming, you allow him to do your gardening a cholamoid, to mow the lawn and do the hedges, right? It's not posher, it's not simple. It's not davar ovud. Anything you can't do yourself, you're not permitted to have a guy do on your behalf, right? That's shvus. It's a shvus. So I'm saying even if it's a goy, I'm saying even if it's a non-Jew. No. Could you send him to? No, he has to come once a week. And the whole week is Yom Tif. He has to come once a week. That's not himself. If he could come any time, he could come on Sunday. He wants to come Shabbos, that's a different story. Come on Sunday. Here, the whole Yom Tif, he's not permitted. Right? You have his 8-day Yom Tif. So this 8 days cover the whole thing. He has to come once a week. He can't come. Can't come. He's doing it on your behalf. It's something. So the question, maybe you are permitted to do it. Or it's a tircha. Time is not a question. It's not simple with a timer. Okay? Even during the week, initially when they start off with those timers, it was a question of Marasayan. To right people didn't know. Because in those days you'd have to set the sprinkler. It was not a clock, the sprinkler. Okay? Today everybody has in-ground sprinklers. I don't have. Why? Because the Gemara says that if you want to preserve your money, it should be shlish bekarka, shlish b'mos, and shlish b'mataltlin. So when I heard shlish bekarka, I know it doesn't mean that, to put it in the ground. Okay? Okay. Ubishviyas. Cham omrim osin es amo bitchilo bishviyas. You can even dig the trench for the water to flow through on shviyas. Umasaknes amukolos b'moed. Let's say it already was there. Let's say it has to be dredged. Right? The water doesn't flow because it has to be dredged. You can even dredge it on cholamoid. So on shviyas, you're actually able to create it. On cholamoid, we allow you to correct, to fix it. Repairs. Chotin means the chatita, means that's dredging. Saknas adrochim v'serchovos, you're permitted to fix the roads and the streets. Vesa mikvos hamayim vosagol tzorchi rabim mitzaynis akvoros, you're permitted to whitewash the graves for the kohanim. Yotzan afal kolayim. Let's see Rashi. The Gemara discusses all these things. Rega. No, doesn't speak about it. Let's see. Hashli yesh lomar mimayin sheyotze betchilo dosel pulei mashkin. We say you're permitted to have a mayin which it hasn't yet flowed. You're permitted to do this on cholamoid, even though there's a chance. Here you went and you made the effort to dig the the trench, the pathway, even though it may cave in. The sides may fall in. So if you're permitted to dig it, where it's a question where it will be maybe just futile, because the sides may cave in. So you have to tell me if the water already flowed there before, you're permitted to divert the water to go run down that pathway. It's a kolshkein. Here we allow you to make an effort, where the effort may be worthless. So where the effort is definitely valuable, has value, definitely we should permit it. Right? This is the first question. Hashli ishlom mayin sheyotze betchilo dosel in pulei mashkin mayin shlo yotze mitchilo lo osil puli miboy. Rashi dosel in pulei karka sviva dadayin lo herziko darko. This water didn't flow this path yet. So maybe when it flows, the walls, because it hasn't been weathered by the water. Mashkin b'cholamoy lo chayshin dilma nofel v'ozil v'torach tircha yisero. So what's the question? And he'd have to repair it, and the repair would be tircha yisero. Mein shloyotze betchilo shekvar herzik darko biboy the mashkin mimenu b'chol shamoid. What is over here? The vav. Tircha Yisero Umasaki, right? Omar Yitzrich, Amri Yitzrich, Iton Mayin Shiotz Betchilo Havamino Hochohu the Beis Hashalchin in Beis Abalo Mishum Dosel Pulek. I'd say I differentiate between a Beis Hashalchin. Beis Hashalchin we said is a field in the mountain where rainwater is not enough. You have to supplement. You have to supplement it, because the water flows off the mountain. So it benefits from rainwater. So I think, but a field that has to be fully watered, that not, right? We're meaning there is no rainwater. Let's say a garden. A garden has to be watered. It needs more than just some slight degree of water. Where is it? I feel mayin shlo yotze b'tchilo lo. Yeah. So what is he saying? Mayin shiotz, he says, it's itona mayin shiotz betchilo. If I'd only have the case where it's just beginning to flow, havamino hachud beis hashalchin beis abalo mishum doslin pulei. Avo mayin shiotz betchilo dlosin pulei ema fil beis abal nami. The beis abal is what kind of field? How does he interpret beis abal? Sodu be'emek ve'initzorch lashkosa ve'im bo hefset. Beis abal means the rainwater sufficient. So I'd say something where there's no chance it may fall in, that you're permitted to divert the water to flow into that field, right? Kamash Malon, no, that you can't do it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're saying. If it's a question of where it may cave in, I'd say for a Beis HaShalchin, yes, Beis HaBal not. Because where it has value, we allow it. Where it has no value, we don't. Because there's a chance the walls may cave in. What about there's no chance the walls are going to cave in? Maybe I'd even permit, even by Beis HaBal, even with rainwater sufficient, I allow it. So by saying both in regard to the Beis HaShalchin, it tells me even though there's no chance that there'll be a Tircha Yisero, we still don't allow it. Because it was lo yotze betchilo, right? Kamash malon, lo shno mayin sheyotze betchilo, shno mayin shlo yotze betchilo, Beis HaShalchin ein, Beis HaBal lo. Beis HaBal we don't permit. You following? You following, Albert? We have two types of fields. A mountain, the field that's in the mountain has to be supplemental water. Rainwater is not enough because the water flows off the mountain. But what about the field in the valley? All the water flows to the valley. So you don't need. So really it's like pampering it. It's like really extra. That's called extra. What? No, wait, no. But so maybe I should be able to, if I have the, no. But I already have the path. So maybe divert water down there. I'm permitted. You're not permitted. It's not necessary. It's sufficient. Right? But in the mountain, where it needs the supplemental water, even though there's a chance it may cave in, even that I permit. Because it needs it. It's a tzorech. Right? Because there's right, exactly. You have sufficient. More is better. More is better. So if more better, no, there's no chance. It's better. It's purely profit, extra profit. Extra profit, even though there's no chance of tirchi seira, we don't allow it. It's not because you have to excessively exert yourself. No extra exertion. We don't allow it. How do we know? Beishalcha means you're actually thirsty. It's thirsting. Shalcha means where the field is thirsting for water. The chsiv v'ata oyev yogea says by Amalek when they attacked us, we were on the way. We were oyev yogea. We were weary, and we were oyev tired and weary. Targaminan vat mishalchi v'loi. You were parched and you were tired. Loi means you're worn out. So we see shalchin because the Targum says mishalchi. It's interesting. In Aramaic, mishalchi also means, what the Gemara says, if you go and you strip a person naked, or you remove the hide from an animal, that's called mishalchi. You strip it. Just like Gemara in Megillah before, remember, Albert, where Rav had said to somebody, he gave him a bracha, that he's going to be Rav Huna, that they're going to cover him with silk. And his child got married, and when he was there, his daughter-in-law took off their silk clothing, and he was a short man, Rav Huna, and they covered him under the chuppah, to celebrate his son's wedding with him. So Rav heard about it. He was upset, because when he gave him the bracha, he should have said v'chein lamar. He should have said v'chein lamar. You should also have such a blessing, because he sees, even over there, Tosas explains, the blessing didn't happen, because it's not, wealth came to him, people just, but you see, there's a representation of that. So over there it says, Mishalchi bigdayu. They remove their clothing. They remove their clothing, put them on him. So Mishalchi, so it's also Mishalchi. But over here, what does he say over there? Here it means parched. It's the same word. It's the same word, Mishalchi. That's loi. Rega. One second. Where do we just have it? Summit base, we had it, right? Where's it? 1 second. Ikvid Rav. Rega, 1 second. Summit base. Rav was makbid. No? Just had it. Locate it. Okay, further. Okay, so that's mishalchi. Mishalchi means it's parched. Yeah, bal. How do we know? My mashav d'hai b'al blishta d'miyais vuso. It means satisfied. It's sated. T'chsiv ki'ivol bocha besulo. Targimin ari kama d'mitosiv ulam in besulta. No, that's the same lashon. The mitusa beis habal. It says kivol bocher besulo. Targmin ari kama the mitusa ulam in besulta. Yisyaspun begavich benayich. One second. No, that's further. So what is that? It means satisfied. Arvocha. 1 second. Rega. So how does that mean that? No, but it's a lotion. He says Baal is lishna de miyasvusa, satisfies, right? That the young person satisfies the kama de Yusuf ulam b'sulta yisyasif boch begavech benayich. There similarly yisyasvoch Your children will satisfy you. No? Beis. How does he interpret it? Yeah, Kivo Bocha B'sulo, Yivloch B'noich. Will settle down, yeah. I mean, it's sufficient. Mantana Pseido, in Havrochalo. What?
You don't go wandering. You're satisfied.
You're satisfied. Settled. It's settled. Mantana, the Pseida in Havrochalo. We say we only permit this because there's a loss, right? Right? But if it's to enhance it more, not. I feel right? That's what we had here. The Mishnah says. But if it's an excessive exertion, that we don't permit, right? Because we said to carry the water over land, that we don't allow it. Omer Afuna, Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov. Ditnan, Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov. Omer Moshchen Esamai Meilon Leilon, Ubavad Shlo Yashkes Asode Kulo. Right around the tree, you have like a ditch. You fill it with water. Now you want to take water, make a furrow from one tree to another. So the water should flow to the other. That should permit. But to divert the water to water the whole field, that we don't allow. For the trees, yes, but for the field, not. Okay? Emo de shamet leilo, Rebbe Lezer harvocho lo tircho. V'mokum seid mi shamet leil. Papa. Okay, we'll stop here.